What is going on, guys and gals? My name is Jason, owner of Love's Pest Professionals. I am a commercial pesticide applicator in the great state of Missouri, and welcome to this video and welcome to this channel. In today's video, like the title says, we're going to be talking about wasps and hornets, how to deal with them, how to get rid of them, and how to stop them from coming back. Guys and gals, thank you so much for being part of this video, and thank you for being a part of this channel. This is going to be the first video on our new channel as a company, Love's Pest Professionals. I'll be making a lot of videos about how you can deal with your own pest problems, but when also to call a commercial pesticide applicator like myself to help you deal with those problems as well. Today's video, like the title says, we're going to go over some different products that I use as a commercial pesticide applicator to deal with wasps or hornets or yellow jackets, whatever you're running into when it comes to those stinging, flying insects. We want to make sure that you can control them, that they're not just terrorizing your home, terrorizing your yard, or terrorizing your children or pets. We don't want that to happen. So I'm going to show you some different products that I use and what I would do if I ran into one of those big bad hornet's nest or wasp nest. First off, I want to talk about aerosol cans. Now right here in my right hand, I kind of have an aerosol can that all you guys know that you can buy from Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, wherever. My left hand, I have more of a professional version that I myself would probably use in any scenario when it comes to taking down a wasp nest. Now, when you're taking down a wasp nest or taking a hornet's nest down, you really want something that's going to be really good at contact killing. You know, if you're going to get close to that nest, if you're going to get within 10-15 feet and you're going to actually spray it with something, you're going to rumble them up, right? They're going to want to figure out who's attacking their home, and they're probably going to come after you. So you want to make sure that when you spray that nest, that they're going to die instantly, because if they don't, they're probably going to come after you. Now in my right hand here, I have a can of Raid. Now Raid, I would say, is semi-effective. There's a lot of, ready-to-use aerosol cans, what these are called, on the market that you can buy $5, $6, $7. In Raid, I've seen a pretty good amount of knockdown with them. I myself would use this if I ran out of my more professional stuff. But the problem I've seen is sometimes it doesn't have much of a direct contact kill. You might have to spray the nest, get inside the nest, and probably wait about 15, 20, maybe even 30 seconds to really see them start dying. That's all right, but if you're dealing with some hornets or yellow jackets, something that's going to be super aggressive and come after you, you don't want to be waiting that 20 or 30 seconds, because you definitely can get stung. But I would say that these are useful. If you need to use them, you can go purchase them, you can use it. It does have a really long stream on it, so you can stand back about 15 or 20 feet. But I want to also talk about what's in my left hand here, which is a more professional version. This is called PT Wasp Freeze. And I'm going to tell you guys, this stuff is the bee's knees, okay? This stuff is the best on the market. I use this stuff from a more professional standpoint because it literally has an insta kill. If any of the wasps or hornets come in contact with this PT Wasp Freeze, they are instantly going to be frozen. They're instantly going to die. So this stuff is going to be a little bit more expensive than a Raid, but if you're dealing with something bigger, or if you're like allergic to wasps or allergic to these stings, I definitely would go with the PT Wasp Freeze, because it's really going to lessen any chance of you getting stung when dealing with a wasp or hornet's nest. So PT Wasp Freeze is my go-to. Okay, guys and gals, so you've used your ready-to-use aerosol can. Let's say you felt like you have killed every single wasp, every single hornet in that nest. You're not seeing any activity anymore. You need to go ahead and knock that nest down. A lot of people forget this step. You need to go knock that nest down. One thing I have that helps me do it is my trusty Mr. Long Arm. This is actually a pole that's going to extend. A lot of people use these to clean windows, whatever the case may be. I use them to take down wasp nests. Really good. You can get about second story with these and get them taken care of. It's important to knock down the nest, because if you're doing this during the middle of the day, there are going to be wasps, there are going to be hornets that are not actually actively in the nest. They are out trying to find food and bring food back to their family, whatever the case may be. So they're not there, and they're going to come back later on. And a lot of these ready-to-use aerosol cans are just contact killers. So you might still see activity in that nest over the long run if you don't get rid of it. If you don't knock it down, you don't crush it, you don't throw it away, do something with it, get rid of it, get it off of your property, or they're going to keep coming back to that nest. And you don't want to have a nest that completely dries and then another pest moves into the nest as well. I've seen that happen before too. So you might think right now, okay, I'm done. I've done everything I need to do. I'm actually going to show you something else that I do as a commercial applicator that's going to help get rid of those wasps for good. And so more wasps don't try to move into your property and build nests. Now I know what you're going to say, Jason, I have some wasps around my house. I don't know where the nest is at, but I see them entering a part of my gutters. I see them entering a part of my siding. I see them entering my home somewhere, but I can't find the nest. What do? Obviously, when we're using the aerosol cans, it's gonna be the contact kill, right? You gotta know where the nest is at. You spray the nest directly, you spray inside the nest. It's gonna kill them if it comes in contact with them. But it's not gonna leave any sort of a residual. A residual is something that's gonna be very important with most pest control services that you're going to get, right? We can kill all the pests that are there, but we also wanna make sure they're not gonna come back. And if we can't directly get to them, we wanna put it places where they're gonna go so they can pick the pesticide up and hopefully take it back with them to wherever they live. So I want to show you a couple residuals that work really good for stinging insects like wasps and hornets. Whenever a customer comes to me and they say, Jason, hey, I'm having a lot of wasp issues, I don't know where they're at, there's two things I'm going to do for them. I'm going to either use this Taurus SC or I'm going to use this Bifin, just depending on how bad the problem is or how much activity they are seeing, and obviously what kind of stinging pests they are running into. This Taurus SC is actually a very, very good pesticide, and it's got a good label that it's really good for termites, stinging insects, and for ants. And so whenever somebody has a termite job, most of the time they're going to use this Taurus SC, or if you have bad ants, they're going to use Taurus SC. What I've seen with Taurus SC is it's something that I can actually spray with my pump sprayer around the entryways where I'm seeing activity with wasps or hornets. And I've come back before. I had one customer had a ton of paper wasps. We couldn't find the actual nest, but we just coated the deck with the Taurus SC. We coated the eaves of the home with the Taurus SC, and he saw a ton of dead wasps because this is going to leave a good residual that they're going to pick up on their bodies, and ultimately it's going to kill them. Same with the Bifin. I wouldn't say the Bifin is as good as the Taurus SC when it comes with it, but it's also going to be a lot more affordable. So if you're somebody who's going to run into some wasp problems every now and again, maybe you got rid of a wasp nest on your property, but you want to spray a good residual on your property, definitely pick up the Bifin. Bifin is a really good pesticide. It's used a lot for ground treatments. It helps with ants. It works really good on ticks. It works good on mosquitoes. So both of these are good residual adulticide pesticides. You know, like I said with the aerosol cans, they're going to be a really great contact instant kill, but these are going to be the residuals that are actually going to keep working over time. All right, guys and gals, well, I hope you enjoyed this video and you found out some good information about how to deal with your wasp nest, your hornet's nest, or whatever the case may be. If you are allergic to getting stung, or if you're dealing with a big hornet's nest or a big wasp nest, definitely call a commercial pesticide applicator. All of these pesticides, I have to tell you, can and are dangerous, okay? It is a chemical, it is a pesticide. You need to read the label, and if you're under the age of 18, do not use any of these. If you're over 18, you have the ability to buy these from your local hardware store or go online to links down below to pick up the pesticides I talked about today, but always read the label. The label is the law. If you're allergic, like I said, or if you're dealing with something that's pretty big, definitely call a commercial applicator like myself to come out and take care of it for you, because we have all the needed materials. We have the bee suits, we have the equipment that we need to make sure that we stay safe, but also get rid of the problems that you have. I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you for watching this video, and if you enjoyed, please think about subscribing and hitting the like button. We'll talk to you later.